eminent clergy, Christian and Muslim, Western Regional Minister and Member of Parliament for Takoradi, the Minister for Education and Member of Parliament for Bosomtwe, Ministers, Deputy Ministers of State, Members of Parliament, the Metropolitan Chief Executive for 2nd D Takoradi Metropolitan Assembly, Director General of the Ghana Education Service, Registrar of the National Teaching Council, the President, General Secretary, National Executives, and members of the Ghana National Association of Teachers, NAT, the President, General Secretary, National Executive, and members of the National Association of Graduate Teachers, NAGRAT, teachers, the President of the Western Regional House of Chiefs and other traditional rulers, the representatives of UNESCO and UNICEF and other members of the diplomatic corps, the residents of Takoradi, fellow Ghanaians, ladies and gentlemen, I'm very happy to join you on this day, which has been set aside globally to celebrate teachers for their immeasurable contribution towards the provision of inclusive, equitable, quality education and lifelong learning for all. I am glad that the Akufo-Addo government took a keen interest in this award scheme and rebranded it to meet global standards. This is the 6th edition of the Ghana Teacher Prize after the rebranding of the Best Teacher Awards. Since the rebrand in 2018, not a year has passed without a Ghanaian teacher coming through at global or continental teacher awards competitions. Last year, Ghana was fortunate again to have Mrs. Charles B.B. Kolevi of Amenano Model DA School at Shama in the Western region, emerging as one of the best teachers in the African Union Continental Teacher Award 2022, organized on November 30, 2022 at Addis Ababa. I congratulate warmly Mrs. Charles B.B. Kolevi for putting Ghana on the continental map and making us proud. Indeed, this event has a special place in our noble nation's life, as it provides us with a platform to express our profound gratitude to our teachers who shape continuously the minds of our young ones. In the quest to consolidate our remarkable gains under the education transformation agenda of government, we can never overlook the significant roles of our teachers. On this providential day, we come together not only to honor the teachers who have devoted their lives to shaping the minds of past, present, and future generations, but also to recognize the paramount role education plays in the development of our nation. Teachers play crucial parts in preserving and transmitting this heritage to the next generation. They are the torchbearers of our values, our traditions, and our ideals that bind us together as Ghanaians. However, we cannot ignore the challenges that our teachers face in their noble profession. From inadequate resources to limited professional development opportunities, these hurdles can sometimes hinder their ability to provide the quality education our children deserve. It is our collective responsibility to address these issues and create an enabling environment where our teachers can thrive and continue to impact lives. I stand before you today committed to ensuring that our teachers receive the recognition, support, and resources they need. We will continue to work tirelessly to improve the conditions in which they teach and to provide continuous opportunities for their professional growth, like we have done through raising the minimum requirement for a teacher to teach in our schools from a diploma to a degree, upgrading colleges of education into degree-awarding institutions, introducing the 1,200 CDs continuous professional development allowance, paying an intervention allowance amounting to 65 million CDs for senior high school teachers for the 2022-2023 academic year, implementing categories 2 and 3 allowances for district and regional directors of education, and ensuring a 30% salary increase for all teachers in 2023. Throughout my time in office as president, I focused on transforming teaching into an attractive and esteemed profession that draws the best and brightest minds while retaining experienced educators who have dedicated their lives to this noble cause. Ladies and gentlemen, when we talk about building the education system we want, we envision an education that transcends the traditional boundaries of rote memorization and standardized testing. We envision an education that fosters critical thinking, creativity, problem solving, empathy, and adaptability skills that empower our youth to navigate the challenges of the 21st century. We talk of an education system that ensures that no child is left behind, but guarantees that every Ghanaian child has access to a minimum of senior high school and technical vocational education. An education system that promotes science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, so-called STEM education, especially among girls. This is why I, like many Ghanaians, am so impressed by the exploits in engineering and robotics of students at the Fiakobi Girls Senior High School in Trebom in the Ashanti region, and at Manfe Methodist Girls Senior High School in the Eastern region. And I'm sure that's why the chief of Manfe has joined us today. Nana, you're very, very welcome. But to realize this vision of education, we need a particular kind of teacher, one who's not just a dispenser of information, but a facilitator of learning experiences. We need teachers who inspire curiosity, ignite passion, and encourage us to explore the depths of our interests. These teachers are mentors who guide us, not just academically, but also in the realms of character development and emotional intelligence. The teachers we need are those who are enthusiastic about their subjects, dedicated to continuous professional development, and open to embracing innovative teaching methods. Such teachers understand that education is not a one-size-fits-all approach, and that each student is unique with his or her strengths, weaknesses, and preferred learning styles. Government is working assiduously with relevant stakeholders to produce teachers who meet the changing dynamics of the 21st century teaching profession. The Ministry of Education, through the National Teaching Council, NTC, has been empowered to implement policies and programs at both the pre-service and in-service level to ensure that Ghana continues to produce and maintain the quality teachers we need in the education transformation agenda. To improve teacher quality and their skill set, the NTC has instituted the Ghana Teacher Licensure Examination to ensure that graduates recruited to teach meet the professional standards set by the regulator and that they are fit for purpose. In addition, the Ministry of Education, again through NTC, has institutionalized a point-based continuous professional development system that ensures that our teachers do not remain stale, but stay competitive and relevant in the ever-dynamic world of knowledge and skills. To ensure the success of teachers' continuous professional development, the MPP government introduced the Continuous Professional Development Allowance to enable teachers to afford continuous professional development programs. To improve the digital skills of teachers, the Teacher Laptop Scheme was introduced. I understand a few teachers are yet to receive their laptops, so I have tasked the Minister for Education personally to ensure that those few teachers yet to receive their laptops join the overwhelming majority who have received theirs. I have no doubt that he will do so, because the Honorable Dr. Yao Osei Educhum is one of the best appointments I have made as president. Government believes that investing in our teachers is paramount to ensuring quality education for all Ghanaian children. With this in mind, we initiated a comprehensive national teacher policy aimed at enhancing the skills, welfare, and overall effectiveness of our educators. Government remains committed to our teacher-first policy in ensuring that our teachers, who are central to all education reforms, are fully tooled, skilled, and supported to deliver quality learning outcomes to support our development aspirations. Through the Ghana Accountability for Learning Outcomes Project, GALOP, some 75,000 teachers have been trained in teaching and learning in a digital age. In addition, through the implementation of the standard-based curriculum, we have introduced professional learning community programs as well as continuous professional development days in our schools to enable teachers to take advantage and sharpen their skills. Ladies and gentlemen, government is committed to improving learning outcomes in our schools through quality teaching of 21st century skills, such as critical thinking, creativity, collaboration, communication, and digital literacy. We believe it all starts with a good teacher. It is in the light of this that at the pre-service level, NTC, in collaboration with the Ghana Tertiary Education Commission, introduced the National Teacher Education Curriculum Framework in 2018. This resulted in raising the minimum qualification to teach in Ghana to a bachelor's degree. 5 years after the implementation of the curriculum, steps are being taken to review it to keep pace with global dynamics. Undoubtedly, improvement of quality in the teacher education institutions is a priority to government. Hence our focus on improving infrastructure and other learning resources in our colleges of education. The Colleges of Education infrastructure projects, which government has commenced in virtually every college of education, will be completed on schedule to ease pressure on existing infrastructure and to end the shift system in our colleges. Undoubtedly, the Akufo-Addo government's commitment to education has been exemplary, because we are of the firm belief The quality education is the enabler that makes a difference between developed and developing nations. This is the reason for committing so much to the free SHS policy, the restoration of teacher and nursing training allowances, the implementation of Gallup in 10,000 low-performing basic schools, the institutionalization of nationalized tests for P2, P4, and P6, the introduction and implementation of the standard-based curriculum, the introduction of STEM education and construction of STEM high schools, of which 10 model STEM schools at various stages of completion. Contracts for 10 21st century model schools have been awarded and 20 STEM centers are under construction. The introduction and prioritization of free technical vocational education and training. The creation of the Ghana TVET service to be responsible for TVET and skills training policy implementation. The distribution of hundreds of school buses and other vehicles for schools. The implementation of the no guarantor policy for student loans for tertiary education. The introduction of the professional development allowance for teachers. The introduction of the one teacher, one laptop policy. The strengthening of the National Inspectorate Authority to certify quality at our educational institutions. The modernization and retooling of the Ghana Library Authority to support learning and research. And the distribution of 16 Prados to all regional directors of education and pickups to all agencies and directorates of the Ministry of Education, metro, municipal, and district directors of education. And all this is by the government that has done nothing in education. I want to use this opportunity to thank profusely teachers, especially those at the senior high school level, for the impressive results seen in the West African Senior High School examination since the commencement of the free senior high school policy in September 2017. The 2022 WACC results of the third batch of the people I like to call modestly the Akufo-Addo graduates shows 60.39% of students recording A1 to C6 in English, as opposed to 51.6% in 2016. 62.45% recording A1 to C6 in integrated science in 2022, as opposed to 48.35% in 2016, with the 2022 result being a slight regression from the 2021 pass rate of 65.7%. 61.39% recording A1 to C6 in mathematics, as compared to 33.12% in 2016, and 71.51% recording A1 to C6 in social studies, as compared to 54.5% in 2026. These are the same facts that the Minister for Education has already rolled out. Lest we forget, the 2021 batch of students who also obtained very commendable results were the pioneers of the double-track system, which elicited a lot of unmerited vilification and unfounded criticism on its introduction. The 2022 results are the best of the last 8 years. Indeed, the WACC results of each batch of the Akufo-Addo graduates have been excellent and better than the results of 2016. Surely there can no longer be any controversy about the validity of the free SHS policy and its consequential measures, so that today Those who opposed and derided the policy are now going to extend it to private schools if, and it is a big if, they get their chance to return to office in Ghana. The very people who at the beginning said that the free SHS policy was a disaster for the country are now committing to extending it to private schools when they come, if they come back to office. Ladies and gentlemen, in conclusion, let me state for the record that I am encouraged by the considerable improvement in our educational system, which justifies the massive investment made by government in this sector. For instance, Ghana has considerably reduced learning poverty and improved access, participation, and overall learning outcomes in our schools in the past 6 years. I commend the Minister for Education and the NTC for improving continuously the Ghana Teacher Prize and expanding its coverage. The NTC, since taking over the organization of the awards in 2018, has made it more attractive with prizes delivered on the spot. Before my government came into office in 2017, it was a struggle to honor our commitment to award winners. The introduction of teachers in leadership and administration last year and the introduction of the tertiary education category this year are quite innovative and remarkable. Our teachers have been phenomenal, even in the face of the COVID-19 pandemic and the coming into effect of the double-track system in senior high schools, which placed exceptional stress on them. Government will continue to deploy our nation's resources to provide quality education from quality teachers in a quality educational system. I myself started school in a public elementary school at Abraka Junior Government School, and subsequently Road Government Middle School, Kimbo. Yet because of the quality instruction I received at that tender age, I was able to compete with English children of my age, even in the English language, when I have the opportunity to continue my studies in England. Many of our doctors, lawyers, engineers, architects, academics, and even politicians today have succeeded in life because of the solid teaching they received in their formative years in public schools in every part of the country. On the occasion of International Teachers' Day, I pay homage to the teachers who made me who I am today, and to all teachers who continue to build the future of our young generations. I salute awardees of this year's teacher prizes and wish them the very best of luck in their future undertakings. May God bless teachers and us all, and may God bless our homeland Ghana and make her great and strong. I thank you for your attention.